Hello everyone. So I asked in one of my previous videos to leave me suggestions of what you'd like to see. Um, Again, the most common ones coming up are comparison videos and also what's in my skate bag. So yesterday I asked on Instagram what you'd rather see, what's in my skate bag, or a Chaya versus Golden Horse skates comparison, because that's the one that comes up the most. And this one definitely won. So that's what I'm going to do for you today. I'm going to try my best to compare these two skates. So this is the Chaya Melrose Elite, the new ones, and the Golden Horse Street Magic skates. Now, reason why I say try my hardest to compare these is because they're two very different skates. I've got the same foot. They're two very different skates. One is a budget skate, or high-end budget skate, and one is what I would say a mid-range price skate. So I think what I'll do is just go through all the elements of the skates and then leave it to you guys to decide which one you think would be best for your particular needs. So start off with the price. So the Chayas, they are around £144, so about £145 to £150 with shipping. And the Golden Horse skates are $300. So about $250, something like that. Although I am an ambassador, so if you did want to get Golden Horse skates, you can always use the discount code RCChick and that will get you 10% off. So that's the prices for these. Also, when we mentioned the shipping with this one, I said that plus shipping. The one thing I didn't mention before with Golden Horse skates is that the shipping is free with these. Next, the boot and sizing. This is something that you guys know I absolutely love Chaya for their comfort. They have so much padding. So here is the Golden Horse skates versus the Chaya skate. So you can see there's a lot more padding in the Chaya skate, which is lovely. Like I said before, it feels like you're skating on clouds. One thing I have found with the Chaya skates is the padding does eventually squish down a little bit. But that's not a problem. It's still nice and snug. I prefer the Golden Horse skates because I really thought, like, I was super excited for the Golden Horse skates, but I've been loving on my Chayas for so long. I kind of felt kind of scared because I was so excited to get the Golden Horse skates. I was really kind of scared that I would end up preferring them, and I do prefer them, and I feel like I'm cheating on my Chayas because I still love my Chayas, you know. I went through a lot with all my Chayas. The reason why the Golden Horse skates, they have a lot of padding too, but obviously you can see there's not as much padding as what's in the Chayas. But the difference is Chayas can be quite awkward to size. And I usually get, well, my amber ones, they're a size larger than what I would normally have, so they're really best when I wear thick socks. So my skater socks that I just got would be really great in them. But these ones are my size, and even with these, I didn't notice it at the time, so if these are what you get, you're not going to notice anything. But what I find with these is they don't have like a super snug fit around the whole of your foot. You're just completely covered with padding, which feels really nice. But it's only when I put these on for the first time did I realize what real fitting is, because I've got lollies, but they do feel like socks. Like they've got no structure to the boot really. It's just, it molds to your foot, whereas these are a firm boot, but they don't hurt you in any way, and they don't feel like you've got too much wiggle. I asked for extra, like a little bit of wriggle room in my skate, because they do give you that option. Do you want a snug fit or wriggle room? And I asked for a little bit of wriggle room. In comparison to these, there's hardly any wriggle room, but it is perfect wriggle room. That is what you need. These skates are made to my feet. So I don't know, it just makes me love them so much. Like seriously, I felt like cuddling these in bed rather than my gloomy sometimes. Because I look over them and they're like, they smell so nice as well. So anyway, blah, 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 blah. So that is what I would say about the boot and the comfort. Both skates are super duper comfy. However, this one just fits way better, and that's a no-brainer. It is made to your foot. So this one can be awkward to size. This one you don't have to worry about sizing, because what will happen is once you place your order, you will get an email asking you to respond to questions. And you also have to send like 14 photos of your feet. And that can be a bit embarrassing, but believe me, it's worth it. You don't have to figure out if it's US sizes, US men's sizes, women's sizes. You don't have to worry about, oh, are these true to size? Do I have to size up, size down? You don't have to worry about any of that stuff, which you would have to do when you pretty much buy any other skate that isn't custom. So these ones, because they are semi-custom, they are made specifically for your foot, and that makes all the difference in comfort, to me anyway. Next, what should we talk about? I'm going to just quickly mention the eyelets, because it's something that I don't think gets mentioned enough. But the eyelets on the Chaya Melrose Elites and the Ambers, actually, they have new eyelets to what the old ones used to have, and these ones are much firmer. They are solid. You are not going to bend them very easily. Maybe if you had a big fall, you could bend them. And the same with the eyelets on Golden Horse skates as well. They are super hard. I cannot bend them. They're great. They both have the metal eyelets here, so they protect your skate a little bit more when lacing. What else should we talk about that's minor for now? We'll go for the toe stops, work our way up. So if there's one complaint I have about the Golden Horse skates, that would be some of the measurements they have, because since getting these, I've found out that the axle nuts on these are not 8mm, which is the most common, and these are metric toe stop, which are not the most common. However, that is not something that bothers me, because you can still buy, I mean, it's just aesthetic anyway, but you can still buy the right sizes for these. It just means you got to look a bit harder for what you want. The toe stops I'm loving, but I do think I'm going to try and move them up a little bit, because I haven't got anything to replace these with. And also, I actually really like these toe stops. They're really good. Although they are quite big, they've got this lovely roundedness here, which means you don't feel like you're looking for your toe stop. It's kind of just always there when you need it. So it's really, really good when you're trying to do like toe stop spins. I've been really enjoying my skates for that. And also my moonwalk has come along so much with these skates. And it's just down to the shape of this toe stop. So I really would like to have a pair of these for the street and a pair for dancing. Really just so that I don't have to mess around with changing the toe stops. But depending on what you want to get them for, that might not be a problem for you. The toe stops on these are actually my preferred type of toe stop. These are Imperial toe stops, but they have the Allen wrench, which is my preferred type of toe stop. But you can have the Allen wrench toe stop, I believe, on the Nobles, which is really what I would like to get. I'd like to get the red Nobles. I think they're gorgeous. And Nobles are GH skates. Next, because the toe stop that comes on here are the cherry bombs. This is actually a mini toe stop I bought from Roller Girl Gang. But yeah, you get the cherry bomb toe stops, which are great. I love cherry bomb toe stops. They're, again, another large toe stop, really great for outside skating, just like these. I feel that these are more durable than the cherry bombs, because I've worn down my cherry bombs, not worn down a lot at all, but like they've made a noticeable change when I've gone out and used them. And I've used these outside once, and there's literally no change on these whatsoever. I'm always hitting myself with my skates. What else? Laces. I'm not going to talk about laces. You tend to change laces so quick, and they're just pretty standard laces on both. So plates. This is where the main differences are. So on the Chayas, we have the Shari plate. This is a nylon fiberglass blend plate. So it is plastic. You can get a metal plated Chaya skate. You can either go for the budget skates, like the more budget skates, which are the deluxe. They have a metal plate, and also the premiums will have a metal plate. The Golden Horse skates also have a reinforced plastic plate. Some people I've seen on Facebook were asking me about the plastic trucks. And I'll try and point out that they're not really plastic, because that would be concerning, but they do have this plastic over them. But recently, Golden Horse Skates put up the information about their trucks, and also a little video showing how indestructible they are. So I'm going to put that in here somewhere. So hopefully that will reassure you that the plastic plates are fine. And I've had a lot of experience with these ones, and these are also fine. I don't do any park skating, so bear that in mind. I don't put my skates through a lot of stress, but for little jumps outside and stuff, you're not going to have a problem. Okay, so next thing on the plates, obviously these have a standard truck. These have the 360-degree pivot truck. Now I'm going to put a picture up on the screen to show you the difference there of what they look like, a regular truck and a 360-degree pivot truck. And the 360-degree pivot truck, what that does is quite unique to the Golden Horse skates. It just helps you find your edges more, and I think you'll see what I mean, why that would be the case when I show you the picture. So I'll pop that up and you can see it. Okay, so next, the wheels. So on the Chayas, you get 62mm 78A Chaya Mellow wheels. I haven't actually used these outside, but they feel very similar inside as do the Cloud 9s that I had on my Amber Deluxes, which were lovely outside. They're so smooth. I love them. On the Golden Horse skates, they have 65mm, and I think these are 80A. So they're a little bit harder, and they are a little bit bigger that come on them. And I also love these wheels, and I have took these wheels outside, and these are really nice wheels outside as well. For me, wheels are kind of like laces, but they're a little bit more important because if you can't afford to replace them straight away, you need to be able to work with what you got. And with both skates here, you're going to be fine with what you got, whether you want to be inside or outside. Obviously, these are not perfect for inside, but I have no trouble skating with them inside. If you look at any of my videos, you can see I skate just fine on my floor at home in these wheels. What else? The other big difference, which is something that I find not really comparable, and it also raises the price on any skate, is that these skates are suede and these skates are vegan. Golden Horse skates do offer a vegan option, while Chaya doesn't offer a suede option. All of Chaya skates are vegan, whereas Golden Horse skates do have the option for you to choose a vegan option. Because mine are suede, obviously there's going to be a price difference in that as well. Feeling the skates, I have an inkling to think that the Golden Horse skates are a little bit heavier, but they feel about the same. And these ones might just be slightly heavier just because the wheels are that bit bigger. And also I have plastic axle nuts on here. All those things probably just make that time, because it is such a small amount of difference in weight. When I'm wearing these, I feel much more secure in these, and I think that's to do with the boot fitting, but I also think that's got something to do with the plate. The plate does feel very sturdy. And I also feel very sturdy in these as well. But I think the fact that the boot is a softer boot, and there's a lot more padding, I now can tell the difference, whereas it's something I couldn't before. So if these are your first skates, you're not going to notice things like that unless you're upgrading. I don't know what else to say. I think they're both lovely skates. I love them. I love both of them. And yeah, the Golden Horse skates are my favorite. And that's why I'm like extra honored that I'm an ambassador, because like I got my favorite skate. I've got 12 pairs of skates. Let me see how many brands I've got. I've got Power Slide, which is pretty much the same as Chaya, but not. So I've got Power Slide, Chaya, Moxie, Tempish, Impala, and Rio and Golden Horse. So I've got 7 different brands of skates, and out of all of them, my Golden Horse is my favorite. I'm sorry. I'll stop gushing. I'll stop. But I love them. So final thoughts. I think if you are on a budget, Chaya skates are probably the best budget skate I've ever tried out of all the budget, because most of my skates are actually budget. I have some Moxie, like I say, but most of my skates are budget skates. And like I say, these seem to be up on the higher end of the budget price range, but if you can stretch that extra bit of money from like 100 to make 140, go with these, because these are so much better and they're going to last you longer, and you're going to be able to do much more in these. If you have that little bit extra money to spend, go ahead and get these, because I absolutely love these. And I feel like I unlocked stuff earlier that I didn't know I'd unlocked until I put these on. And I'm like, wow, I can do the stuff that I didn't know I could do. Or the stuff that I could do, I can now do it slightly better. And I feel I've got loads more growing to do. I think that I'm going to grow with these skates. I literally feel like I'm getting to know these skates. We've got a little relationship going on. And I feel that I'm going to grow with these skates. And that's one of the things I'm most excited about. I absolutely love whenever I put these on, I feel that I'm doing better and that I'm understanding things better. So if you can afford the bit extra and you don't want to buy lots of skates, you don't want to upgrade later, you want to just have your best skates and just have them, I think these will probably be the best ones to go for if you've got that bit extra money. So like I say, these are like $300, but if you use my discount code, you can get 10% off. So it's like $30 off, just over. So it's really up to you whether you want to go with budget skates to start with, just to see if it's something you want to do, or if you're already skating and you're looking to upgrade, these are definitely the way to go. If you are a new skater but you don't want to have to upgrade later, this is the one I'd go for. But if you're one of those people like me who likes to have a few different pairs of skates, maybe different outfits, different things you want to do them for, and you are just starting to skate, maybe the cheaper ones are the option for you, so you can maybe buy more skates. But honestly, my own personal opinion, I love the Golden Horse. So it's up to you which ones suit your needs the best. In some ways, lots of things are similar, but in other ways, there's massive differences that I find really hard to compare, like the material of the boot and the fit, things like that. You can't really compare when something is custom. So there you go. I did my best for you guys. I was very apprehensive about making this video because I'm like, how do I compare? I've been actually more eager to compare these to the lolly. So let me know if you want me to do that video, because they're my other skate that are a similar price range, and they're made of the same materials. They both have plastic plates, things like that. So I think I'll find it much easier to compare those than comparing these, which is, like I say, are two very different skates. But I've done my best for you, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.